Hey everybody, it's Scotty with Mick, bringing on this discussion about whatever I want to talk about in the moment. The Xindi arc from Star Trek Enterprise is one of the most chaotic pieces of television storytelling I've ever seen. Like, you're interested in the arc when you're watching it, and when the show is focusing on the arc. But keep in mind, this is a 24 episode prestige format TV season, so they got a lot of time to kill. And not everything ties into the Xindi arc. Like, you know, you got like the cowboy planet, of course, where it's like they go to a planet where aliens abducted, like, you know, humans 300 years ago, and the humans fought back. And then they end up becoming the oppressors to the aliens. You know, that whole thing where the oppressed people become the oppressors. Don't you just love that story? And somehow didn't adopt their technology. That didn't make any sense. Why were they stuck in cowboy times technologically? Made no sense. And of course that delightful episode where Commander Trip, he gets in a freaking coma, so they decide to use a mimetic symbiont to create a clone of Trip with his entire memories and genetics and everything to extract his cerebral whatevers to save him, which would kill the mimetic clone. Yeah. Basically, Commander Trip sacrificing himself to save Commander Trip. That one was bleak. And then you get like this weird subplot throughout the season, where Malcolm Hayes is just the biggest little bitch about how Makos, the Starfleet Commando unit, are like taking over the ship in his eyes, and it's like, oh, they're superseding my authority. How dare they supersede me? I'm the head of security. Me, I'm the head. Leading to this giant fight where Malcolm Reed and like Major Hayes kick the shit out of each other, and it's like, boys, just kiss already, Christ. Seriously, if they were gay, that would have made that whole stupid story arc make a lot more sense. Because otherwise, the other alternative is Malcolm Reed just being a completely immature and unprofessional idiot for no reason to these people who were hired by the captain to give them better security and tactics. Malcolm, you quit the Navy, but it's like you're yeah, you probably forgot some tactics since then, and think these guys are straight up from training. There's actually not that much fighting in seasons 1 and 2. There's a good amount, but not as much as like the previous ones. Also, how the fuck did Malcolm Reed learn a Klingon throw in that episode? I don't remember him throwing any Klingons. And of course, T'Pol and Trip's burgeoning romance through massage. Which is debatably problematic, as it just basically says that it just implies that massage is an inherently sexual thing, and it's a healing thing, and I feel we gotta shy away from that in the future. Yeah. And then of course you got the Chosen Realm, which was just basically a complete knockoff of the Be This Your Last Battlefield, but somehow dumber. And also way more dated, as the alien race that's still hold on to their idiotic hatred for hundreds of years are also suicide bombers in 2004. Yeah. The 2000s was a very awkward era for television. But I'm still watching Enterprise Season 3, but and I can't wait to get back to Discovery. even like ignoring the special effects upgrades, the writing was just way better. The crew made more sense. Yeah, well, not even that they made more sense. They popped more as a whole. Like, okay, let's compare it to a non-New Trek show, Voyager. It's like the crew, the bridge crew, and that they popped more. They all had their own arcs. Like they all interacted with each other a lot more. And in Enterprise, there'll just be episodes where Hoshi or frickin' what's his face, Travis, or even Malcolm barely do shit because they decided to focus mostly on the Bones Spock Kirk dynamic with Archer, Trip, and DePaul. Because everything has to go back to the original series. Yeah, Enterprise. It's not as horrible as you might have heard when it was on in the 2000s, but it still could have been better. Hope you enjoyed this Enterprise Season 3 ramble. As always, I hope you have a more.